Hi Jamie. So I finally made it here. Thank you so much for your patience. I was savagely overbooked and I will never ever make that mistake ever again. But I finally made it here. So let me just tell you what decks I'm gonna be using today. And if you hear the squeaking of this chair, I am so sorry. This chair has been through some things, but you hear that? Oh good. I feel like SpongeBob in the squeaky boots. But I'm gonna be using the Past Life Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue and Brian Weiss. If you don't know who Brian Weiss is, I definitely recommend you look into him. He's got like a lot of great stuff on like past lives. He's actually considered like one of like the first original like I don't want to say a psychiatrist that gets into that field. He's actually considered like the godfather of past life regression. If you don't know what that is, I would definitely look into it because it's very, very interesting. I'm also going to be using the Deviant Tarot. This is actually one of my first decks. So, this baby. And I'm also going to have a message for you later because I felt called to pull something. Maybe this is more like of a spiritual message because I felt called to pull it for you. If you hear people in the back, that's my mom. I'm sorry. This is from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle deck. So when I start past life readings, I tend to look at your chart. I don't really do much chart dissection because I'm not like a big like astrology person, but I do include the little that I do know about astrology into past life readings. So I feel like it kind of goes one-on-one. I know, what the heck is this lady's name? Her name, oh, here it is, Judy Hall. Yeah. So I know that Judy Hall is really great with like past life astrology if you're into that. And so yeah, if you're looking for a book, Judy Hall has past life connections. She has past life astrology. She has karmic patterns from the past. She has a lot of good stuff too. So as I was like looking at your chart, trying to channel some of that energy, I do realize that you don't have as much earth in your chart. So that can just like cause for like you not to be grounded or be more stuck in your emotions. I noticed that you have you have your moon in Taurus, which is like, I always tell people, like, if your moon is in Taurus, like, it's like an emotional constipation. You tend to carry, like, a lot of baggage around you that doesn't, you don't think it affects you till, like, the long run. So I always say that people with moon in Tauruses or even Taurus' suns are kind of, like, emotionally constipated, and they do hold a lot of those emotions to themselves. And then I realized you have a lot of your placements in Scorpio, which Scorpio is another sign. Like Scorpios, it's secrecy, it's like intensity, it's just kind of like, that's my dog by the way, that's kind of like they hold all those emotions in their depths. So for you, I feel like not only do you need to work on like oh, here it is, not only do you need to work on opening yourself up more, like your heart chakra, but also your what's it called, your throat chakra. I feel like these two stones, I'm gonna pick it out because I thought I picked it out, but rose quartz, and then where the heck is it? Sorry, I have like an assembly line. I'm just gonna tell you the name of the crystal because I feel like if I go down there, I'm not gonna be up here again for a while because there's literally like an assembly line of crystals down there that I evidently hoard. But so I feel like for you, Celestine, the name of the crystal, rose quartz, and citron. Oh, but also black tourmaline. And I'm gonna let you know why. Because when I was looking at your chart, I realized that you don't have that much fire. And fire would be like creativity, would be energy and movement. Think of the wands in tarot. So I feel like sometimes you can overthink any decisions and not really fully express your creativity. Moon in Taurus, emotional constipation, the Scorpio aspects of yourself, but you also have a lot of Libra. And Libras are tend to be very like balanced individuals, that you could say, but they're also very like people pleasy. So I feel like this combination for you can cause you to kind of feel stuck in your creativity or not really express yourself to the full extent that you have the capability of. Can you hear the squeaky chair? Oh my god. I might just get off this chair and just talk like standing up. I'm just gonna, okay, it's good. I also feel like you are very intuitive. I feel like maybe the Queen of Cups came up here for that reason. Air and water together is a very, very intuitive combination, and you have a lot of it. I feel like you're very intuitive, but sometimes you might receive messages a lot faster than you can handle, or you don't fully understand or grasp the concepts of the messages that you are receiving. So I also grabbed a piece of amethyst. So, because amethyst not only helps you with like clear seeing or clear knowing or any of the clairs, but it also kind of makes the messages stronger and more direct. Oh, look, purple and purple. Woo! Oh, and over here, purple. I'm telling you. And blue, the color of intuition. What am I telling you? Ah, my nails are blue. Ah, I'm having a meltdown. Sorry, I get super excited. But yeah, so I feel like it will help you kind of like receive these messages in a clearer way that you may be able to understand them more, if that makes sense. I feel like maybe the messages can be a little vague for you right now, or a little blurred, or like let's say you kind of in your mind see a flash of something. Maybe it's a color, maybe it's a symbol, maybe you see like a little flash of a bird, a little flash of a cat, just for one quick sec, but you don't really grasp it because it might be just a 1 to 2 second thing. And that's because I feel like I said, I feel like you receive messages so fast that you're not able to catch them all, if that makes sense. Please let me know if that makes sense. So there's that. That's for the astrology portion. I'm gonna get into the past life portion right now. And the way I do it is I just kind of like shuffle through the cards and I let you see them. I feel like this thing went like up a little bit. Oh, yeah, it did. Oop, okay. I kind of just shuffle through the cards and I let you see them. And then I add tarot to it. So I always ask like what past life is more immediately connected to your current life, if that makes sense. Because I don't know if you ever, I've always referenced Avatar The Last Airbender for this because I feel like we've all seen it and it's just such a good reference. How whenever he has a problem, he channels that specific lifetime. Like when he channels Avatar Roku, when he channels Avatar Kyoshi, whenever he has a problem relating that their past life kind of already went through, that's what's gonna come up. And I feel like that's very indicative of what I do here. Sometimes more than one past life can come in. I've had 4 past lives comes in and I kind of just take it like a trooper. But yeah, so I'm just gonna ask what past life more directly correlates with your current lifetime. What past life correlates directly to Monica's current lifetime? What past life? Interesting. Oh my god. Sorry, sometimes they like attack me. Okay, so the Queen of Cups has fallen on the side. Ah! Okay. Lord. One second, I'm gonna get that Queen of Cups later. So for you, sorry, I never do edits because I feel like people would probably think like I'm lying or something. That's just me being crazy, by the way. That's the only main reason like I don't do edits. But back to this. So you have a very interesting I don't know what your ethnicity is, but we'll get more into that right now. So when I see a lot of Scorpio placements, I always tell people you probably went through some shit in your past life. Scorpio placements can sometimes indicate very rough lifetimes, mainly relating to obviously the theme of life and death or phobias or just darker themes in like your lifetimes, especially when you have that much. I notice you have like a big cluster. So clusters kind of indicate like lessons that you need to learn or lessons that you have learned. But I don't know what your ethnicity is, but I'm getting more like, I'm gonna show you the cards that I received. I got Native American, finances, food and hunger, and phobia. So I'm seeing Native American, but I don't feel like this is like your traditional Native American. I'm seeing more of this like in Peru or North America. And this feels like, I want to say it feels like Machu Picchu. It very much feels like in that area. And for whatever reason, I'm seeing fire. So I don't know if you're very attracted to fire or a fear of fire. So when I see, because you also have phobias here, I feel like you could have died in a fire because of how much fire I am seeing here. I'm seeing like big, like the stone monuments, but I'm also seeing like fire ravaging through it. And I feel like this is more towards the end of the lifetime. Sometimes I get like the ends of the lifetimes first, and then I get like more bits and pieces of it. But I'm literally seeing a man screaming and pointing, and he's like saying it in a language that I don't understand, but I clearly hear fire. This man is wearing very traditional clothing. He is tan. He has dark hair. There's a small headpiece on him, and I don't know if you've dreamt of this man. I'm getting that this is who you were in a past life. You were male. And he is short, but he is very well built. There is like something red on his hand, and he is very, very very quiet. He's like a very intense man. I'm seeing like he's very short, very intense, long, stocky, like nose on the darker side. And he's a very intense man. And it feels like this man is very, very hardworking. This feels like a very hard time in the village. I'm seeing like the sun is very, very hot, and I don't feel like this was a forest fire that occurred here, but this feels more like an accidental fire that happened. The theme of hunger and like poverty is very apparent in this. I feel like the actual, there was no water for a while. I feel like they were in drought season, and they kind of blamed the gods for this. Like I feel like they felt like they were being punished in some form or shape. But there's no water. It's very dry. It's very, very dry heat, and you are going out towards the more like mountainous areas, but you're descending. I feel like this village is on the top, and you are descending down. So it's a lot of, you're descending to find food. And I feel like right now you might struggle with finances, or you might struggle with like the fear of not having enough, because this is kind of like, we all carry soul contracts with us, and maybe sometime I'll get more into it, but we all carry a soul contract with us that we might need to break in this lifetime for like the true abundance and true prosperity to come in, that we held from a past life. Like you need to heal that part so you can experience that true prosperity, true abundance. And I feel like for you, one big theme is going to be, I'm trying to put this camera down a little more. If it falls over, I'm sorry. One big theme for you is going to be kind of breaking that soul contract that you fear that there's not going to be enough money, there's not going to be enough food. This is from that lifetime. I feel like you do have 2 small children. They could be your niece and nephew now, because I don't feel you have any immediate kids at the moment. I do see some form of dog, so I don't know if there's a dog that you have, or a cat that acts like a dog, because I'm also getting like a cat. So but this animal is coming back. I feel like they have a habit of, or if there's like a dog in the family, they have a habit of or maybe in the future you will get a dog, they have a habit of doing something that kind of relates to that past life. So it could be like they either get like dig through the trash a lot, or they constantly will bring you random items, because this is in their way. This is them kind of like saying like, hey, I was with you in a past life and you felt like you didn't have enough, so I'm bringing you more now. And I know people say that like dogs will bring you stuff just to like, because you're the owner and stuff, but they bring you very specific items. It might be the same item, like a banana peel, or they might just keep bringing you the same item over and over again, because it's like, hey, I was with you here. And I feel like there's a very strong connection between you and this animal. So if they are not currently present, they will be eventually in your near future, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So whenever, at any time, at any point during these couple of years, you can come back to this and we'll talk about it. But yeah, you do have 2 small children. There is a wife here. I feel like this wife is not going to be your romantic partner during this lifetime. I feel like this is more of like a very close, immediate friend. Like when you met her, I'm saying her, but because it does feel like she reincarnated as a woman again. When you met her, there was kind of like an instant connection. Like, I know you. And she may come off as a little headstrong, but she is very, very caring and soft. And she might be another earth sign, or she might be a fire sign. But she's very, yeah, I feel like she's a fire sign, but very strong and confident, and like, she was very much like that in a past life when you guys were caring for your kids. Now, all the time I tell people, like, you could have been married to your best friend in the past lifetime. People get freaked out, but souls work in a weird way. But yeah, so this person is very much here to help you along your journey now as your friend rather than your partner. Obviously, because I do see that like friend, close connection with you. And these 2 kids, like I said, these 2 kids have already reincarnated as their nieces or nephews, or they will incarnate, but I feel like they're already incarnated. So they could also be your younger siblings. They will reincarnate as your niece and your nephew, just so you guys can go through that again. They might be very, very close to you, and I feel like that's probably it. They probably are very close to you during this time. And it was kind of this lifetime. I feel like one of them is very afraid or very attached to you, because they feel that they're gonna lose you. And that's kind of like a subconscious thing that we start remembering, because like I said, you did die in a fire. Now I want to see what type of themes come up for you here. Go. Oh, Lord. It's so strange, like. So, I have the 6 of Pentacles. 6 being the number of family, Pentacles being financial abundance. Like, I can't make this shit up. But, I feel like for you, the 6 is also about reaping rewards. And I feel like that message for you is letting yourself receive, letting yourself being open to that, letting yourself being open to, if you see me stalling, it's because I'll get messages and like my brain will like derail, but I'll tell you the message after. So for you, very much it's the theme of receiving without having to overgive. Like if you take a look at this card, he is trying to bring down some of the pentacles, but he is also stabbing the tree. So I see that as you don't have to overexert yourself to receive your blessings. You don't have to work a crazy amount of hours. You don't have to work 5 freaking jobs. You don't have to sacrifice your mental and emotional health. Ooh, I'm feeling a little attacked here, but you don't have to sacrifice your mental and emotional health just to get to that place that you want. You have to let yourself receive and let these blessings come to you and know that you are worthy of them. That this past life has already gone and you don't have to live in this rut anymore. Now, I'm also seeing sorry, I'm really bad at reading Roman numerals. I'm also seeing 8 of Wands, victory and success. So I feel like that's you reaping the rewards. I feel like you're going to have to do some like more digging. Like this is part of the digging. I always tell people like, yes, I can give you this reading, but also you have to do some more work on the side. this is part of you coming into that. This is part of you doing the digging, doing the work, reaping. I feel like there's a message that's going to come to you like 8 days from now. You might have a dream, or because I always tell people, sorry, there I go digressing again, but I always tell people that once you do a past life reading with me, you'll start to remember things on your own. It might come in dreams, or it might come into short visions, like me seeing right now. Like, the only way I could describe it is like a thought. Like, you see this man, and I don't know this man, and I have no connection to this man, but I know that he is related to you and your past life in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, you might receive like a vision or some sort of dream in like 8 days that could kind of give you this boost that you need to know that, hey, this past life is over, and that it's okay for me to start accepting, start reaping these rewards. I feel like this man, he wasn't very vocal on how much he loved his kids. So one of the things is going to be that Libra, all that Libra in your chart, and that Taurus moon. One of the things for you is going to be being more open and balanced within your relationships. All that freaking chunk of Libra in your chart, being more open and vocal with the people in your relationships, and kind of transferring that over to your emotions so that you can kind of make this closeness. Because I don't feel like you were close to your kids, and they knew that you loved them because you were trying to provide for them, but you were never vocal about it. And I feel like when you died in this fire, that was the one regret that kind of like lingered with you, was you not being to fully vocalize how you felt about the people closest to you. And I feel like right now you might notice a lot of dynamics in your relationships. You might notice a lot of dynamics in your relationships that could have been prevented if you had been more open and more vocal. And I feel like that's an ongoing lesson for you. Oh, it's on reversed. That's what I'm saying right now. I don't need these cards. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. Like, for you to avoid those moments, you had to be more open, more vocal, more true to yourself in a way. And I guess just being, wow, two of wands, being able to build that relationship. And I feel like that's one of the few regrets that he died with, is just not being able to share more parts of himself with the people he cared about. He was a very hardworking man, though, so I feel like you probably transferred that into who you are right now, and that's why you're receiving this message. I don't know if right now you're working on like 4 or 5 things at a time, but I wish you could see my face. Like, I'm like, my chin is down and I'm looking at you aggressively. That maybe that's why you're receiving this message now, that because maybe you're over exuding yourself mentally and emotionally, and this is kind of a reminder, hey, remember what's really, really important to you. And like, yes, financial, taking care of yourself, that root chakra need. That's why I'm seeing the red. That's the red bracelet that I'm saying. Oh my God, everything's coming together. I'm freaking out. That's why I'm seeing that root chakra, that red bracelet that he's wearing, because he was more focused on those like basic needs. And I guess that's why I'm seeing the blue too. I was seeing, where'd the Queen of Cups go? That's what I'm seeing, the blue, that emotional, that connection to your intuition aspect, is because it's all relating back to him. I am freaking out. Like, I do this all the time and I just freak out. And like I said, choices is about deciding, but it's making choices. When the 7 of Cups is reversed, is about making choices, picking out those choices for you. It's deciding what's going to be, best for you and your family. And like I said, maybe that's why you're receiving this message now, so you don't over exude yourself in this area. So I feel like the major lessons for you was accepting, not over prioritizing root chakra needs, and making sure that you're more communicative towards your family and your relationships, being more balanced, opening yourself up to receiving without resistance. I feel like that's the main thing here, receiving without resistance. I'm going to get, I wanted this one, but I don't know. Do I have another oracle deck? I have so many decks here. Yeah, I'm just going to go with my original. Let's not overthink it. Receiving without resistance. Ah! It's gold. I'm going to plate it somewhere. Sorry, I get super excited. Oh my God. Spirit was like, take it all. Oh, break free. I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. I am retiring as a tarot reader. Break free. Friendship. What did I say about relationships? And it's blue. And what is here? A manatee. The dolphin. Communication. I'm freaking out. Oh my God. You're going to receive this video reading and you're going to be like, this girl is nuts. And I am absolutely crazy. Yes. Oh, Lord. Explore your options and bless change. I am so glad I did this. You know what? Today was your day. Definitely was your day. I hate that I'm like crouching in like my back. Okay. So today was definitely your day for this message. Okay, so break free. Try different ventures and experiences to grow and learn. But I'm also feeling like breaking free of this like idea or your mentality. And it says friendship. Make a date for a play day with friends. So that's focusing on your relationships, feeling that appreciation that comes from it's giving and receiving, opening those lines of communications with the people that you love. Explore your option. It's time to look at the other possibilities and make changes. So it's really about, I feel like this is explore your options in like everyday life, but also exploring your options and how you can grow yourself without stressing yourself, if that makes sense. I feel like that'll make sense to you. And blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. I feel like this is for you in October. I feel like there's going to be a lot of like positive changes for you in your life. And I feel like this reading is really going to help you push forward in not only like your financial growth, but also your like mental and emotional growth as well. It's just going to push you forward. I feel like this is just kind of like opening a door for you. I don't know if you've been dreaming of like opening doors or like going into new houses, but I feel like this is going to be a crucial point for you. Like you're going to open that door and it's just going to be little by little. I feel like these changes are going to come little by little, but before you know it, you'll make the big changes as well. And they will only feel natural to you. Is that all I got? Yeah, that's probably all I got. So thank you so much for booking Yummy. If you need a list of these crystals, please like feel free to DM me. Thank you so much for your patience, by the way. I feel like everybody kind of receives their messages in due time, but I also am in a time crunch and I always like kind of freak out and tell people like, oh, like, please wait for me. But yeah, thank you so much, Jamilex, and I hope I hear from you very, very soon. And I hope this YouTube video doesn't take forever to load. Bye, honey.